I would love to know what messages have you got from Wayne for humanity, and especially now, because you have talked about your connection with him and the reading that you did for his family, and that was 10 years back, but you are still connected with the group consciousness, the collective
Yes.
consciousness. So, what messages do they have, especially now? Because as we are ascending, there is a lot of chaos happening, and being in the US, there is
Yes.
so much happening there. So, what is the message that they have for this time?
For this particular time, they were quiet. He was gallivanting for a while, Wayne, and then the We Guides, um, maybe a year or two, they started saying, this is why I'm on hiatus now, taking appointments, because I want to devote my whole life to this important message on Earth. Is to understand that when people think that we are insignificant and we cannot contribute to peace on Earth, that's wrong, because we are all connected. We are all one, and we feel that oneness in an instant after we leave the physical body. But right now, here on the planet Earth, if we raise our vibration so it's more on par with the energy of those in the celestial realm, we talked a little bit about that before, about how to raise our vibration. When we do that, we're raising the vibration of the planet because we are part of that group consciousness. We are part of the whole. So by doing that, by just creating peace in your life and in the world around you, you are raising the vibration and you're making a difference. It's important to focus on what we want, which is peace and unity and love, rather than what we don't want, which is whatever's going on, the arguing and that nobody's good enough. I don't want to get into that because we'll lower the vibration of this call right now. But if we focus on what we want rather than what we don't want, we're raising the vibration and we're creating more peace and love. Focus on solutions rather than on the problems itself. It's not burying our head in the sand. By doing so, by raising the vibration, by focusing on the love, by focusing on solutions, we are raising the vibration of the planet, and we are doing a big part in creating a better world for everyone. The new Earth. The new Earth.
Absolutely. So beautiful. You talked about Dr. Wayne telling you details about afterlife, and you have, uh, through mediumship, connected with so many who have crossed over. So, what can you tell our audience about the afterlife?
The afterlife is really the real life. That here is, it sounds, when people don't understand it, this is an illusion. This physical body is temporary. The energy of who we are continues forever. If you want, I could just read a little quote from what Wayne said about the afterlife, because he said it more beautifully.
Sure.
Would you like for me to do that? I have to find it. But in the meantime, I would say, to remember we're spiritual beings having a human experience. It's not the other way around, right?
Yeah.
So here we go. I'll read it to you. It's just better coming from him. This is direct quote I was channeling it. What is it like in the afterlife? I said to him. And he said, where I am not now is not the afterlife, but the continuation of life without the restrictions of the physical body that bound me on the earth plane. 1 minute I was confined to the physical shell. The next I was free as I stepped into this pure state of infinite love. I'd yearned to reach this level of awareness for the last several years of my earthly existence. So I was surprised and delighted to achieve this goal in an instant. As I re-entered this familiar state of consciousness and arrived at my true place of origin, I was greeted by my loved ones, including my mother, and yes, my father too, and glorious celestial beings eager to welcome me back home. I am elated that I can now be wherever I wish to be with a simple thought of a desired location anywhere in the universe. I am still aware and interested in what transpires on Earth, but I now comprehend that it is just a tiny speck in the totality of all of creation. Make sure to tell everyone that the same loving consciousness that you have called God really does exist. It is present within everything and everyone in the entire universe. The Spirit of God does not judge me or anyone else because it is all loving. On the other hand, I am now able to see how my actions, good and bad, have affected all those in my life, and I continue to grow and evolve. I am also able to see through my loved one's eyes, to understand why they behaved in certain ways with no judgment. In this new place of reality, one always experiences pure joy and contentment. I continually bask in complete unconditional love, feeling my connection to the whole, while at the same time experiencing the freedom of doing whatever I wish to do and being wherever I desire to be. While I was on earth, I was able to connect to millions of like minds who were yearning for the truth of which I spoke. To them, I am pleased to say that the essence of the teachings I gave when I was in the physical body have now been confirmed to be true. Also, please spread this message to everyone who will listen. We are all one in love. Everything else is an illusion.
Oh,
Yeah.
so beautiful.